Welcome back to the murder mystery. So in this video, I want to spend a little bit of time on analyzing the database structure. So the mystery site was so nice to make a schema of the whole database with all the tables and relations between the tables. In the previous video, we did see, however, how we can see what tables we have. And if I remember correctly, and I hope you do too, there were 9 tables. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. And we had the solution table, which was empty. We tried to find a really fast way to solve the mystery, but couldn't, which is good. Makes the game even more interesting. And then we had the query, which allowed us to see how each of the table is created, or better said, what are the columns from each table. And in this video, with that information, we can actually have a look at the different relations between the tables. So as you can see, from time to time, we have a key here. And this is what it's called a primary key. What is a primary key? Well, a primary key is a way of identifying an entry in a table. The primary key is unique. That's why it's ideal to have it as a way to identify an entry in a table, because in general, there are tables where we want to have unique entries. For example, by person, you don't want to have two people with the same, two people don't want to have the same person 2 times in this table. Of course, they can have the same name, but they need to be, even if they have the same name, first name and last name, they are different people, because it will have a different license plate ID. But such an ID is recommended in most of the cases. It's definitely useful to have an ID, and I said it's actually recommended. And when you have this key here, this is the primary key, and it also shows you have these arrows here and there. So for example, this license ID is actually the same, or has the same values as this ID from the driver's license table. This is actually a secondary key if you want, and it's not it doesn't have the uniqueness pattern in this table. But it does have a connection to the driver's license database, and this is how the person and the driver's license database are connected via this license ID. For example, here we have something like git fit member, and this person ID field will have its values here in this ID field. Okay, the thing that we want actually, or where we should start, is right at the bottom here. If you remember in the previous video, I noted down what we know so far. So what do we know so far? We know that in our mystery case, the what, when, and the where, we know that we have a crime which happened on the January 18, 2018, and it happened in SQL City. Okay, so if we check the crime scene report, so we have a date field, which, we already know the date, more or less. The type, I'm guessing this is our crime, and we have the city. So I would say this is a pretty good place to start our investigation with the crime scene report. And this is what we're going to do in the next video, where we're going to write again SQL queries. See you in the next one. Bye bye.